Welcome to this week's video blog on the law. Despite being the law since January of 2015, many people still forget that BC motor vehicle law requires people approaching any official vehicle parked on the side of the road to slow down and, if safe to do so, move into a lane away from the official vehicle. This law is important, of course, because motorists often find themselves approaching official vehicles parked on the side of the road, and even split-second inattention when passing a vehicle closely can lead to a tragic consequence, including injury or death. Indeed, in the last 10 years, more than 250 people working on the side of the road, including police officers and paramedics, have been struck while helping others. So, I'd like to help clear up some common points of misunderstanding about this law. First, the slow down and move over law applies to all official vehicles, not just police, fire, and ambulance. Official vehicles include tow trucks, highway and municipal maintenance trucks, commercial vehicle safety enforcement vehicles, park ranger and conservation officer vehicles, utility vehicles, land surveyors, animal control vehicles, and even garbage trucks. As a rule, when you see a blue, red, or even a yellow flashing light, you should assume the vehicle is an official vehicle and slow down and move over law does apply. Second, the law requires people to firstly slow down, but also move over if safe to do so. These requirements apply particularly to those people approaching in the lane that is closest to where the official vehicle is parked. However, it also applies to vehicles traveling on the side of the road opposite to where the official vehicle is parked. If there is no median in the middle of the road, and if the side of the road closest to where the official vehicle is parked only has one lane. Also importantly, the requirement to slow down is that if the speed limit in the area is 80 kilometers an hour or above, such as 110, you must slow down below 70. And if the speed limit is below 80, you must slow down below 40 kilometers an hour. This is often referred to as the 70-40 rule. Lastly, the requirement to move over applies only if it's safe to do so. For example, when you're traveling in a lane closest to the official vehicle and there's a second lane going in the same direction, you must pull over into the inside lane unless it's unsafe. What is safe will obviously depend on the circumstances. In that example, there might have been a car next to you in the inside lane, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's unsafe to move over. It'll likely be appropriate to slow down to allow the car next to you to pass so you can move over into the inside lane. Also, if there are only two lanes in the roadway, both going in opposite directions, you must pull into the oncoming lane of traffic if it's safe to do so. In other words, if there's no oncoming cars. I've seen numerous people being ticketed for failing to comply with the move over and slow down law, many of them caught on dash cameras. The resulting fine is $173 and 3 driver penalty points. A person who's given 6 driver penalty points in a 12-month period will have to pay an additional $300 in penalty premium. And a person who earns 10 points will have to pay $905. The financial consequences aside, clearly slowing down and moving over is the right move. I hope you've learned something about the law from this blog. Please feel free to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive notice of future weekly video blogs on the law. Thank you very much.